Hello, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Welcome to your 10-minute TA for the day, Sunday, March 16th, 2025, the weekly candle close. But before we get to all that, if you could give me a like, a subscribe, or a follow, that'd be really great. I'd really appreciate it. It would really help out the channel to get it, in front of some more eyeballs. Without further ado, let's get into the charts. They do come in waves now, don't they? I don't know if you can actually hear the music, but it's Waves by Luminous. It comes in waves. Ups and downs. So, let's take a look at the weekly candle that just closed right here. We'll see. Well, if you look up here, you can read these with me. But for the last candle, we opened at 84,893. We got up to a high of 85,344. Got to a low of 76,702. And we closed out the week at 82,619. Well then. It was a red week, but we do have this big wick down to the bottom. This is kind of like a hammer candle. These do usually say that a reversal is coming. We could see one here, although this was like a double reversal the next week. See one here, although again, kind of a double, but still. Reversal in the next 2 weeks. Let's see if we can find some more. Here's one. Reversal the next 2 weeks. Here's one. Reversal. There's one big upside after that. There's another big wick down, although that's not a hammer candle. Let's see if we can find some more hammer candles. All right, I'm not going to waste too much time on this, but that is a reversal pattern. Perhaps we are going to come out reverse here in the next week or two. It could take a couple. And then see some more upside. The question is how much upside? Well, we are still in this bull flag here. In fact, we haven't come out of it. I mean, we wicked out of it, but we haven't had a candle body come out of it. We're still up here at the 618 on the fib retracement that we drew. And that wick did come down to tap that 786. So now if we look at the retracement, if we look at the bull flag, the measured move of the bull flag, well, just like last week, up to 117. But I did notice that we could kind of draw the bull flag a little longer too. And if that was the actual measured move instead from the 786, well then we're looking at a move up to about 150, 148. We'll say 150. Optimistic viewpoints. That's me smoking the hopium. Because of course, we could be, like I've been saying, we could be here, right? We could be coming out of the all-time high, and everyone's real happy and optimistic about going back up, but instead of going back up, crash. Could also be right here, because it didn't make it all the way down as far as last time, just like there, but it did make it to it did put in some lower lows than the range there, so yeah, we'll see. Could be here. Anyway, it's wasting too much time. Let's look at the lower time frames like we do. Okay. Looking at the 90-minute chart, we'll notice that, well, the bull flags that we were looking at and the head and shoulders didn't quite play out. In fact, the bull flag's still valid, but we can kind of invalidate that head and shoulders just because it's not played out yet. It should have played out by now if it was going to. So we're just going to get rid of that. We are still looking at this bull flag. It hasn't been invalidated yet, but we do have to alter our flag. And our measured move would be coming from down here, move up to about 87 if it does hit there. We are seeing a divergence here on the price action having lower lows while RSI is putting in higher lows. That is a bullish divergence right there. Hopefully we'll see that take off and price action will break out of that bull flag and move to the upside. On the other hand, we did see 80 to support that. We did see 82 hold as support here fairly strongly. Like I was saying yesterday, that would be where we would see a downside too if we saw some downside. And hey, lo and behold, that was the support that we went to. Hopefully we don't lose it because, hey, next stop. Next stop is, 79, 80-ish. Under that, we have these local supports of like 79.7, and then, way down here at 77, which we do not want to break. Of course, we don't. But if we do, well, then where are we heading? Well, the bear flag from the 6-hour chart still says 68,808. And yeah, the ascending triangle's still there. That one still says 91.7. If this bull flag can take off, though, you'll see that we'll be right over that 200. We even wicked up over the 200. What was that, yesterday? No, that was today. So earlier today, we wicked up over the 200, over 85, but got rejected hard and came right back down to that 82 level. It's a pretty big volatility today, despite not having some volatility being very high. The Bollinger Bands are also a little bit expanding a little bit more. You see we came out of that squeeze and squeezed to the downside. Unfortunately, bounced back up real hard though. Yeah, came back down real hard. Yeah, so let's see if we can break up. I want to see the break up. If we can break up and over 85, flipping into support, well then we're one step closer to invalidating this bear flag and easing my mind a little bit on the downsides. So yeah. Let's look at the indicators real quick. Like I said, we have that divergence there. The Stokes looking like they might be finding a bottom and curling here, but they could just keep falling. Let's take a look at the 22 real quick. 22, are you under your 200? You're under your 200. And the Stokes are very high. Look like they probably start their oscillation down unless they can get stuck up there. So let's look at the 5. If the 5-minute finds a bottom here, the Stokes, if the 5-minute finds a bottom here, well, the Stokes and the RSI and the price. But if they can find a bottom here and the Stokes can turn around, then the 22-minute Stokes could get stuck. Now, the 5-minute just bounced off the 200. That's not really a good sign, but it can try again. It's forming a little bull flag here. It can try again and get up over there. Let's look at the 1 minute real quick. 1 minute's over the 200, so that's a good sign. That is a good sign for us. If that continues to stay up there, then we'll be in good position to push the 5-minute. To push the 5-minute back up over its 200. Get the 22 back up over its 200 and push that 90-minute up over its 200. If we can do that, well, if the 5 can reverse from here, then the Stokes here will get stuck. See some upwards pushing. Stokes will turn around here on the 90. That'll push the Stokes here on the 6-hour to come back up. We're still in bullish territory. I fell out of bullish territory here on the 90, but on the 6-hour, we're still in bullish territory with the stochastics. Are under the signal, but that can change quick. And here you'll notice that the RSI is fighting to get back into bullish territory, but putting in a higher low, showing confluence between the price action lows and the RSI lows. Daily, looking pretty much the same as yesterday, although we did see this red candle. It's not engulfing though. We are seeing what could be a lower or a higher low again. Well, you saw it there, but the RSI is still over its signal line. That's good. The Stokes are still over their signal line. That's good. Volatility is still pretty high. But you'll notice that the Bollinger Bands are kind of coming closer together again. You know what I forgot to mention here? You'll notice the Bollinger Bands on the weekly chart as well are starting to contract. When they do, that's usually precludes a breakout. And if you'll notice, we are at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. And so usually we'll kind of come back up to the top of them. Currently the top of them, up over at near our all-time high. But that'll change. It's moving. How quick is it moving? Let's see. 113 to 112. So it's basically moving about $1,000 each day. So right now it's at 110. Tomorrow it'll be at 109. I'm sorry, next week it'll be at 109, and next week after that 108. So yeah, it'll be roughly at our all-time highs. So yeah, I'm honestly thinking there will be another rally up to all-time highs, but if we don't break over them, then we'll see this big double top forming, and that'll take us back down. But then again, I know nothing. That's all I really know, is that I know nothing. I could draw some lines on the charts. I can tell you where probability says it's going to go. But in the end, I'm going to get rid of these. They're just clogging up that daily chart. In the end, they are... Or, I'm sorry, in the end, I don't know where it's going. All I can tell you is the likelihood based on the charts. All right. Oh, where's my cursor? There she be. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Stay awesome. Much love. See you later.